Welcome to another edition of Dock Talk with Hunter and Hagen. Today we're going to just chat a little bit more about Lake McQueeney, the future timelines for the dam reconstruction, and just getting a little bit about what the market might look like during that time. And this is our disclaimer: we don't have a crystal ball. We cannot be held liable for any commentary here. But so for those of you who don't know, we're sitting on Lake McQueeney, and over the course of the next 6 months or so, they're going to lower the lake levels here, and we're going to rebuild the dam. So once we've got that done, we'll have the future secure for the generations and generations to come here. But overriding question is, what's going to happen when the lake goes down? And I know Hunter has experienced this personally, so let him talk about an experience he had on Lake Placid.
Well, more specifically, what happens to waterfront values, the property values when the lake goes down. Well, what can we look at as an example? Well, Lake Placid. Lake Placid is now down. I actually owned a house on Lake Placid, sold a house on Lake Placid in January of 2021. And in October of 2021, Lake Placid Dam went down. The week after Lake Placid Dam went down, I could have sold that house for $100,000 to $150,000 more than what I sold it for in January. People know that the lakes are getting rebuilt, or the dams are getting rebuilt. So they have the confidence to wait that out, but also not wait it out. There's still riverfront fun to be had. You can still kayak, John boat. Heck, I live on Dunlap right now, and I pull my kids skiing behind the John boat, and the lower part is actually, the last mile, you can actually use a full-size ski boat.
Yeah, that's a big point. Before we had the elections, nothing was certain for the future. But you know, as soon as the votes got passed on each one of the individual lakes, I mean, it's at that point, most people who are buying, and tell me if you agree with this, most people who are buying don't buy for the next year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. A lot of these are generational type properties. And so families are buying, and they're there for 10, 15 years. So the fact that they wouldn't have a ski lake, quote unquote, if you will, for a couple years, you know, they're not necessarily worried about that, since, like you mentioned, there are things that you can go and do on the water during those times. And we don't know out here on McQueeney, there might still be sections where you can take a boat. That remains to be seen, but yeah, that's a really good point. So,
well, in addition, though, look at future values. I mean, I think once the lake comes back, I personally see these lakes poised for a jump in value. McQueeney, Dunlap, Placid. I've done a video on this before, but it's if you look at all the other lakes we represent, they've nearly doubled in value. Some of them have over doubled in value. These lakes have gone up, what, 20, 30%? 20%. Yeah. So, I mean, that to me makes this a great investment.
Yeah, we are in the so-called Golden Triangle. So we'll always have people from Houston and San Antonio and the Valley and Austin, and they're coming from everywhere. And you know, in speaking with a lot of people in economic development around New Braunfels, the growth isn't going anywhere, and the more people that move here, the more entrance we'll have into the waterfront market. So
absolutely,
the long run looks really, really solid around here for waterfront property.
Hey, what I always say, limited supply, ever increasing demand makes waterfront property a fantastic investment.